Hey guys, I'm Leah and welcome to Xbox On. Battlefield 5 just released a new beta and Benny and I have been diving in to have a look at all the things we can find that you guys at home might find particularly interesting.
That's how a soldier got down!
During the beta, we've had the chance to check out two maps in particular, Narvik and Rotterdam. Those who played the alpha might recognise Narvik. You'll have the opportunity to explore it a little bit more in this beta. It's a snow-covered map based in Norway, featuring a devastated harbour area filled with burning rubble and a village on the side ravaged by fighting. It's medium-sized and open air, with plenty of opportunity for fortifications and cover-based play. The split level makes camping a risky experience, however, as there seems to always be a hidden angle the enemy can spot you from, something to bear in mind. The second map, Rotterdam, is a clean-looking city map based in, you guessed it, Rotterdam, Holland, with a lot of tight corridors down cobbled streets and buildings not yet touched by war. The graphics are still beautiful, as you would expect nothing less from a Battlefield game. In our playtest experience, we found the map in a sort of morning haze, and it looked truly stunning. Almost a shame to touch as you try and eliminate the opposing team, breaking the buildings down bit by bit as the game continues.
There are a few more guns to play with in this beta compared to the alpha, and one thing we noticed was just how nice the gunplay felt, something that seems to be attributed to the lack of bloom. It really felt like you had complete control over the direction of your shooting when spraying, which eliminates the frustration associated with RNG bullet spread. For people who like to hone their craft and really master weapons, using them to their full potential feels much more possible now. Fans of more technical games like CSGO might like this change in particular, as it means you can really learn and practice spray control. And once you have the spray pattern down, you'll be wasting less ammo and time in hitting those vital points.
Ammo availability has been a noticeable issue. When you spawn into the game, you don't actually spawn with full ammo capacity in your guns, and those impatient to get into the fight will find themselves caught short in enemy territory with very little ammo if they aren't careful. So Leah is going to have a tough time. This also means players who like to lone wolf it and branch out on their own behind enemy lines or pick people off from a distance are going to struggle more now and may need to adapt their playstyle to suit. We suggest spawning in on a captured point and picking up the ammo and health packs that are immediately available for you there before heading off to pick a fight. You might find yourself having to tactfully retreat more than you're used to as well. Falling back from time to time to pick up ammo and regroup will make you more effective. This makes the support class a little bit more vital. Squad play and teamwork will be rewarded. You do pick up ammo from enemies when you kill them, but in limited quantities, and this requires you to be very up close and personal to the enemy, so bear that in mind.
Squads feel much more significant than in previous games, as squads are more than just your friendly faces, and you'll find you'll benefit much further from having a rounded squad made of a nice variety of classes. We've all experienced the frustration of spawning into a squad with 3 snipers and no medics, and it feels like here we're being pushed to be more thoughtful about our team composition. Changes to the ammo system make the support class much more important, as support players have the ability to throw ammo packs to their team to resupply. They also build fortifications faster to help protect the team. In a similar vein, medics' role has changed slightly, as now everyone can revive their own teammates and self-heal to an extent. But medics revive people faster and to full health, and can actually provide med packs to other teammates to allow them to self-heal of their own volition. Medics have also been given SMGs, rather than the mid to long range weapons they've generally wielded in the past, which makes for an interesting change and alters the overall positioning of medic players to a slightly more aggressive stance. Squad leaders are now much more important too. A good squad leader can make a significant impact in game when their team cooperates. As your squad plays and uses abilities, you will earn points that are visible on the bottom left next to your gamertag in the team roster. Once accumulated, these points will allow you to purchase reinforcements. You can call in an airstrike to a specific location, supply canister drops to give your team more resources, or even a tank for the squad to roll around in and flatten the opposition. Combining airstrikes and tanks with teamwork and cooperation could make for formidable pushes on enemy positions and give you the upper hand in bad situations. Squad spawning has also been tweaked so you can view your squad mates in third person over their shoulder before you choose to spawn in. You also spawn in the same state as your teammate. For example, if your teammate is prone or crouched, you spawn that way too, making it much less likely to be caught short and killed immediately upon spawn when you're trying to give your squad a little backup. On top of this, there are new, clear indications at the start of the game as to where your squad is intending to spawn. So even if they aren't paying much attention to teamwork, you can at least try and work with them.
Watch out
We need
there!
to capture and hold as many objectives as possible.
There are a few subtle and not so subtle changes to the gameplay that we've noticed. First off, a whole new mechanic has been introduced: fortifications. Fortifications allow you to actually build your own cover, and in some cases, rebuild areas that have been destroyed during game time by other players. These can include sandbag walls, trenches, foxholes, and anti-tank obstacles. You can find these fortification areas by looking out for the white outlines around specific points on the map, and also viewable on the minimap. As mentioned earlier, support classes do fortify buildings faster, but unlike other classes, they also have the ability to make offensive fortifications, like machine guns and field cannons when the advanced toolkit is equipped. This gives you much more freedom over the cover you utilize, making sniper lanes and camping spots less predictable, which affects how each game you play ends up feeling. An adjustment to the prone mechanic means you can actually lean and crawl backwards whilst prone rather than just lying on your front, which gives you much more freedom for looking upwards whilst prone, as well as meaning your whole body isn't spinning around when you move, which would historically give away your position from time to time. A small but welcome addition. Another big change is the introduction of self-healing for all classes. Killing some enemies and spawning at controlled points means you can pick up med packs and hold them with you. So in the heat of the battle, you can hold up on your D-pad to use that med kit and give yourself some health.
There's probably a lot we missed here, but these were our first impressions based on what we experienced in-game. DICE have revealed there are plenty of features that are still being worked on and won't be revealed until the full game release, so there's still plenty to explore and figure out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments anything you've noticed that we've left off. Thanks for watching, see you next time.